There we go. Check, check, hello. Doing a quick check-in on our radar once again. There we go. Check, check, hello. Starting to see more of those severe thunderstorm warnings pop up. We are right now tracking one in northern Volusia County as well as our Brevard County coastline. So this is what we're keeping an eye on right now. We'll cover both of these in a few minutes, but this is what we're focusing in. Excuse me. If you're in any of these areas, definitely write in. We'll start off with Cocoa Beach right now, because I know it was a very busy weekend in Cocoa, celebrating, or very close to celebrating, the 100th anniversary, as well as the Cocoa Beach Air Show that's happening. So we're seeing along Cocoa Beach coastlines lots of lightning and wind. So National Weather Service issuing a severe thunderstorm warning, mainly for the reasons for the 60-mile-per-hour winds that are along the area, as well as how busy this area is this weekend. There we go. As well as the possibility for some hail in the region as well. So that's something that we're focusing in on, from Rockledge, Cocoa Beach, even down towards South Patrick Shores and Vieira. So closing in a little bit more. Rockwell, you're in this. Angel City, you're in this. Indian River, you are also in this as well. So this is in effect until 4:45. So we have about 45 minutes before this thing gets expired. But what we've been seeing is these severe thunderstorm warnings being issued, and then things slowly starting to calm down, and most of them are stopped early. So another severe thunderstorm warning that we're watching at the moment is in effect until 4:30 p.m. This is for northern Volusia County. So Bakerstown, Connorsville, Yellow Bluff, Pearson, back down towards Astor and Barberville, you're in this area, and we're seeing a good amount of that wind and rain continuing to make its way down as well. So severe thunderstorm warning in effect, again, also for the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour winds and that hail. So again, this is mainly for Volusia County and Brevard County. We're watching 2 severe thunderstorm warnings there, as well as a very little bit of Lake County. And I see Julia writing in on our YouTube page saying that you are right by Claremont. Claremont looks like it's in the clear right now. We may see a couple more of those showers pick up, but for now, main focus is Volusia County as well as Brevard County. So let's do a quick breakdown of both of these. And I have our YouTube comments up right here, so if you do live in any of these areas, right where you're writing from, and also on Facebook as well, we are on live there. So just make sure, again, you are writing where you're writing from, and also type in any storm reports that you can see right here. I'm going to take our special weather statements off because it's getting a little bit busy on the map. So again, let's focus in on Cocoa Beach area, seeing a lot of that lightning. What I'm going to switch over to is a little bit of that shear rate. We're seeing a little bit of shear across the region, which, again, with these storms, most of the time it's just the wind kind of moving in a couple different directions, which is kind of what we're seeing right here in the storm relative velocity. Seeing a little bit of rotation, I believe, just south of Lake Poinsett, but nothing too concerning quite yet. Still seeing a good amount of lightning, but we're going to be watching that very closely. Over towards Cocoa Beach, also seeing just a lot of wind continuing to make our way down towards southeast. And Rachel saying that power out in Cocoa by the college here. So let's actually take a look real quick at our power outage, because Rachel, now that you say that, I am curious of what power outages are looking like in Brevard County. Okay, so it looks like about 100 people without power in that Cocoa Beach area, as we can see right there. We'll pop that up one more time. Looks like it's about 100 right now, but we're probably going to be seeing more of those as we continue to make these storms a little bit more throughout the rest of the evening. So back to our radar. Let me just make sure I'm all organized on my end. There we go. So again, still seeing a Cocoa Beach area, seeing a good amount of that rain continuing to make its way through there. And taking a look once again at our reflectivity, a lot of lightning, 271 strikes from areas close to Harmony and Pine Grove over off the coastline. So this is something that we're going to be watching. And let's see if we do see anything on our Port Canaveral cam. Probably checking our Titusville cam as well. And I hope it didn't just get taken out. Let's do our Port Canaveral cam, and let's also check out our Titusville cam. Okay, so we're seeing really, really dark clouds making our way over Port Canaveral. Looks like we're starting to see that rain, or seeing that rain starting to finish up in Titusville. But you can see, ooh, yeah, that is a dark clouds out there as we take a look over our Port Canaveral cam. So back over to analysis. Still keeping an eye on this severe thunderstorm warning again if you're just joining us. Cape Canaveral, starting to see all of, it looks like this is going to be moving to the south. So Cape Canaveral looks like it already got hit. Titusville, you're seeing this light rain on that camera, but areas in northern Volusia County, we're talking about Bakerstown, Yellow Bluff, Pearson, you're also seeing a good amount of that rain. So kind of going through the same steps of what we did see. Gusty winds up here in Connorsville and Pearson. Let's take a couple of these. Okay, it doesn't look like anything too crazy right now, but a couple minutes ago when we really did see those storms pick up, we were seeing a good amount of that wind a little bit ago. Does seem to be dying down, but closer to Yellow Bluff, most likely seeing a little bit of hail, if not extremely heavy rain. Yeah, Yellow Bluff just over the lake. We could be seeing, and this is again Lake George. So Yellow Bluff, again, this is also right on the border of Lake County as well as Marion County. So we can see here over Yellow Bluff, seeing the possibility of a little bit of hail, and also seeing a lot of lightning within this area as well. So backing up just a little bit, taking a look at our reflectivity again, and I'm going to take a look at our OFL radar. That looks like it's still up and running, and it looks like, yes, we are seeing a little bit of hail and a lot of lightning, also seeing just widespread heavy rain across these areas. But that's what we're focusing in on. This storm going to be making its way closer to DeLand as it makes this southeasterly track. So here is our storm. And as we track this, it doesn't look like it has a skit on it, but a couple minutes ago when I just looked at our National Weather Service chat, it said it was moving at about 15 miles per hour. But we'll go 10 just to see when it's going to really start to move into Astor. But Pearson looks like you're going to start to get impacted probably within the next 20 minutes or so. Astor, probably another 20 minutes, 30 minutes when this storm is going to start to make its way downward. But usually when we see these storms, they kind of pick up and then die down where they are. So we are seeing a lot of rain in areas across Bakerstown, Yellow Bluff, Connorsville. And as we take a look at our rain rate, there we go. Yeah, and still seeing also the little bit of hail associated with that as well. So we're going to be watching that closely. Over the next couple minutes, though, taking a look at our accumulation, and this is our rain rate. This is what I was looking for. Seeing a lot of rain falling across Bakerstown, Seville, Yellow Bluff, and I'm going to pop the lightning off real quick, and we are seeing 5 inches of rain an hour at this rate. My goodness, that is a lot of rain in a short amount of time. But of course, it's Florida, it's summer. We see all of these storms pretty often here. But something that is going to really play a role in the next couple of days is that we're going to be seeing more widespread storms, very much like this, through the next couple of days. Switching gears back down towards Brevard County, we can see a lot of rain still continuing to fall across Cocoa Beach, Patrick, South Patrick Shores. The Brevard Zoo is also in this area. Vieira, even up towards Rockwell. We are starting to see that lightning count slowly start to disperse, so that's good news right there. But seeing a lot of people writing in Mount Dora, Ocala, we'll take another look at that in a second, but focusing in on the current severe thunderstorm warnings. I see you guys, just stay tuned in, but we can see this is in effect until 4:45, so fingers crossed they'll start to lighten this up a little bit more as we see this slowly start to disperse. But taking a look also at the shear rate of this, we saw a little bit of that slight rotation earlier. Looks like a little bit of broad rotation up by Vieira. Nothing that I'm too concerned with right now. But again, taking a look at our rain rate and our hail possibility, it doesn't look like there's any hail. Heavy rain, really, especially across Brevard County coastlines. Our rain rate right now, again, very similar to what we saw up by Volusia County and northern Volusia County, seeing a lot of rain in a short amount of time. And as we see these storms kind of like rain themselves out over one area, that's when we can see the possibility of some flooding. So Cocoa Beach does look like it's getting a lot of rain. If it stayed at this rate, 6 inches an hour. So that is a lot of rain in a short amount of time. So back up, again, not looking like there's any hail, but for sure seeing a lot of rain nonetheless. I wonder if we can see this on our Titusville camera if I switch to... Okay, so this is perfect. Looking towards the Kennedy Space Center, all of these dark clouds, that is that storm, and you can see those clouds very, very high up in the atmosphere. As we take a look down the coastline a little bit more towards the Kennedy Space Center, which is exactly where we're seeing those storms right now. So backing up just a little bit, let's do a little reset in case anyone is just joining us. Let's do reflectivity. Back over here. Okay, so still watching 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm going to do a quick check on our National Weather Service chat. This is our direct communication with the National Weather Service of Melbourne, which is responsible for all of Volusia County and Brevard County. So they are going to keep the thunderstorm warning for Lake and Volusia County until 4:30, so for another 15 minutes. And that is the latest from them. So what they are monitoring at the moment is 60-mile-per-hour gusts, and that's radar indicated, so it's probably a little bit of a give and take there. And extremely heavy rain across the region. So that's good news. Not seeing any rotation. However, there have been a couple of reports of penny-sized hail within that region, which we did talk about hail a couple of minutes ago, especially by Yellow Bluff. And it looks like it's moving south at 10 miles per hour. So that's good news to know, because we can actually track that. And let me switch back to our Facebook page as well. Oops. There we go. Okay, so taking a look, this is our hail predictor. We did see a little bit of a cluster over by Yellow Bluff a little earlier on. So we're going to continue to monitor that. So backing up now, we can still see a lot of lightning in that area, and moving back towards the reflectivity, we can still see that lightning kind of condensed in northern Volusia County. So now that we know that this is moving down to the southeast at 10 miles per hour, we can track the heaviest amount of rain, take it out 10. There we go. So areas across Astor, you're probably going to get hit within the next half hour from this storm. It looks like it's moving very, very slow, if not slowly starting to rain itself out, if not. But we've been seeing this storm kind of sitting here and not really moving very quickly. It was up in Putnam County, and it's only moved down here within the hour at least. So we're still seeing the storm moving very slowly, so most likely it's going to rain itself out before it makes its way down to DeLand. But this is what we're looking at least for the next hour. Areas across Astor, Lake Dexter, Conrad, Pearson, you're going to be impacted by this within the next 20 minutes or so. Again, this is our Titusville camera, taking a look again at our Port Canaveral camera, seeing a lot of that rain continuing to push out. So that's kind of what we're seeing at the moment across our areas of what we can see these severe thunderstorm warnings on. But we're going to be watching these, and something that I'm seeing right here, and then we'll take a look at our comments at the moment, because we can see a lot of storms and a lot of people asking about New Smyrna, Daytona I'm seeing, Orlando, and we'll take a look at those in just a second. But something that I'm seeing right here, so heads up, especially if you're in southern Brevard County or Osceola County, with this storm that we're keeping an eye on in Brevard County, we can see this kind of line starting to form. And that is... pop that on a 15-minute lapse. Okay, moving inland. So heads up, especially if you're in southern Brevard County or in Yeehaw Junction, southern Osceola County. So you can see this little line that's starting to form right here. From about Kissimmee all the way down to Vero Beach, we're seeing this boundary starting to form. And we see this with severe thunderstorms, and especially thunderstorms that we see in the afternoon and evenings here in Florida. We see these boundaries start to come out of the thunderstorm. So this isn't technically rain. So Melbourne actually isn't seeing any rain right now, but they are going to be seeing rain very, very soon. Same with Grand Falk area, seeing more of that wind, and we can see this also probably being an effect of the sea breeze as well. So what we can see here, this is a outflow boundary. So when a thunderstorm sucks up a whole lot of air, it cools as it gets higher up in the atmosphere. And so cool air is more dense than warm air, so the cold air needs to sink, and it hits the ground and it kind of just disperses, almost like if you popped a water balloon and all of that water kind of just seeps and spreads across the floor. So what we can see right here is that kind of happening. We have this air boundary that the radar is picking up on, and this is going to be moving towards Yeehaw Junction, southern Osceola County, towards the Florida Turnpike. So what we're going to possibly see here is more thunderstorms possibly firing up in this area. So that's something that we're going to be watching possibly in the future. Because if it does reach another boundary, fires up along, hits one of these storms over here, we could be seeing more of those storms starting to fire up across Osceola County as we head through the rest of the evening. So just doing another check, again, if you're just joining us, still keeping an eye on 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. The first in Volusia County. This is in effect until 4:30 p.m. And the other is in Brevard County near Cocoa Beach, moving down towards Satellite Beach. So we're going to be watching those very closely over the next couple of minutes. Still seeing a lot of lightning with both of these storms. A little bit less with our Cocoa Beach and Satellite Beach now storm. So that's the good news. Slowly starting to see the rain push out. But we're starting to see a new thunderstorm kind of start to pick up in Osceola County. So something that we're going to be watching as we head through the next couple of minutes. So I'm going to put this on loop. Kind of just see these storms in motion. So this is what I was talking about. With that boundary starting to form, we're going to see more of those thunderstorms possibly pick up across Osceola County through the next couple of minutes. So let's actually take a look at the comments as I'm still keeping an eye on this, not seeing anything too concerning, so we'll switch gears just a little bit. We'll work bottom up because I know I'm a little behind on comments. Seeing New Smyrna Beach and Ocala, so we'll start there. New Smyrna Beach seeing some light rain, a little bit of a thunderstorm just offshore. That's from, oh, where did my New Smyrna Beach? Sally Curran on YouTube writing in, asking about New Smyrna Beach right here. Looks like a good amount of rain, but light rain, that's the good news, and seeing a little thunderstorm kind of just following the coastline. So Edgewater, you'll be hit and impacted by this within the next couple of minutes. Jeff in Ocala. Ocala looks clear right now, but probably going to be seeing those clouds start to move in within the next little bit. Sally also writing in that it's thundering in New Smyrna Beach. Yes, we're keeping an eye on this little thunderstorm right off the coast of New Smyrna Beach again. And Eric, Orlando, very cloudy, but no ugly storm. Yes, so let's actually move down towards Orlando. Heads up, if you are in Orlando, you're probably going to be seeing more showers as they make their way down the I-4 corridor. And then Facebook, I promise I'm not ignoring you. We'll get to you in 1 second. But we're going to be seeing all of these storms kind of make this southerly track. So what we're going to be seeing from DeLand down to Orlando, kind of all of these light rainstorms that kind of came out of all of these thunderstorms that we saw here are slowly going to be making their way down the I-4 corridor. So I know one of our Facebook watchers always writes in asking about SeaWorld. And so we can see most of a little bit of a shower making its way down towards Oak Ridge and towards Epic Universe, SeaWorld right by Williamsburg. So we're going to be watching this area very closely. Disney Springs will also have to watch as this little shower makes its way down the I-4 corridor. But we have more to go. We see more of these little rain showers kind of continuing to make this southwest, ever so slightly southwesterly track. So we may see some more showers make their way towards our theme park district within the next little bit. Okay, let's switch. Daniel, yes, that's who writes in about RC World Orlando area quite often. Um, Karen, Baker, Ormond Beach. Let's check there. Ormond Beach may see another little bit of a shower. We're keeping an eye. Here's Ormond Beach right here. We have more of those storms up by Palm Coast, which I'll definitely be checking in a hot second. So all of these storms going to be making their way down the coastline as we head through the next couple of minutes. So just make sure you're staying weather aware with that, but you are not out of the woods yet. Palm Coast right now seeing a good amount of rain. I see another Palm Coast person writing in on our YouTube page. And we're seeing a good amount of lightning again, as well as some very, very heavy downpours by Palm Coast. And this is going to be making its way down to Flagler Beach and eventually down to Ormond Beach as probably we head in the next hour, hour and a half. We're seeing these storms cooking through, though, seeing things move pretty quick. Edgewater, still a little rainy. And yeah, you're going to be seeing a little bit of that heavier rain, Scott, starting to move in as we head through the next couple of days. Yeah, and Scott, we have more in... Well, we have more... Oh, you did lose power. We'll take a look at that in a second. And Laura saying that Lake George is getting hammered. So yes, Lake George right now is in the severe thunderstorm warning. We can see a lot of that heavy rain, lots of lightning with that as well. So we're going to be continuing to focus on here. But Laura, you are in a severe thunderstorm warning until 4:30. So you have about 6 more minutes of that. I'll do another check-in on the National Weather Service to see if we are going to continue to see this extended further down the St. Johns River. But for now... Scott saying that he lost power in Edgewater. So we'll take a look at that in 1 second. Let us know if you don't have any power, whether you're watching on YouTube. I know somebody already wrote in from Cocoa Beach saying that they lost power. Edgewater's also said that they lost power. But it looks like the severe thunderstorm warning for Brevard County has been lifted. Looks like it's below that severe thunderstorm warning right now. But yes, we just saw Joshua write in on our YouTube page saying that it cooled down quite a bit. And yes, when we see that atmosphere kind of get overworked, we see everything cool down quite a bit. And that's also because of the rain kind of taking in some of that heat as well. So things are going to be a little bit cooler, but much more muggy, especially from Cocoa Beach down to Satellite Beach and even Melbourne through the rest of the evening. So heads up there. Perfect example, what I'm seeing right here, that boundary is starting to pop up some new thunderstorms. So heads up, southern Brevard County, all of this is going to be making its way down towards Grand Valcaria and Mico through the rest of the evening. So something that we're going to be watching for the rest couple minutes. Rachel, you said that you did lose power, but it is back on now in Cocoa. That is great to hear. So right now we're watching heavy rain making its way down the Brevard County coastline. Still keeping an eye on the severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 4:30 in Volusia County. So Lake George, still seeing Laura again, who's writing in saying that Lake George is getting hammered with rain and lightning right now. We're still going to be watching that. But taking a look again, kind of big picture, Palm Coast, Central Flagler Beach. Excuse me, Central Flagler County. I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. Central Flagler County seeing a lot of rain as well as some lightning as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if we did see another severe thunderstorm warning, especially across Flagler Beach. But now that we're starting to see this atmosphere, especially Volusia County, parts of Seminole County, even Brevard County, we're starting to see that atmosphere kind of get turned over. So I wouldn't also be surprised as once this starts to make its way into Volusia County, we should start to see this storm slowly start to pick out. So a little bit of good news right there. Autumn, sorry, I've not been totally ignoring your comment. I've been meaning to get to there, Merritt Island area. Still seeing a lot of rain, and we're going to continue to see a lot of rain slowly make its way down Brevard County coastlines, because not only are we seeing this current rain right now, we're going to be seeing the rest of this rain slowly make its way southward as we head through the rest of the evening. All right, I think I'm caught up with most of the comments writing in asking where they're from. Okay, so now that we're starting to see things calm down a little bit, we have 3 more minutes in this severe thunderstorm warning in northern Volusia County. Again, still seeing a lot of lightning with that. And I'm going to check. Okay, it looks like those winds have died down too. So I'm going to check our National Weather Service chat that I have on the side, and then we'll take a look at our future cast, because I remember somebody did ask that on our YouTube page earlier on. With everything currently happening, though, it was a little tough to really figure out what was happening, because a lot actually was changing with these storms. Okay, so the severe thunderstorm warning is going to be lifted for the Lake George area at 4:30, so we have about 2 minutes left of that. So we'll stay on for that. One thing that I am keeping an eye on is Palm Coast area. I'm going to pop on our special weather statements to also see if there's any other storms that we're watching. But yeah, the Palm Coast area, I'm not liking the look of these. More of just the fact that it's heavy rain once again and possibly a little bit of hail. So let's actually take a look at this. Our hail potential. Yeah, Palm Coast looking like there may have been the possibility of a little bit of hail about 5 minutes ago, not even, because of that lightning pickup. And you can see it right there in our reflectivity, going back just about 5 minutes. There we go. Looks like everything's starting to thin out. The worst looks like it's offshore. But backing up just a smidge, yeah, it looks like right by Palm Coast on the I-95 corridor, it looked like there was the possibility of a little bit of hail. So these beige boxes that you're seeing here, these are special weather statements. So these are storms that the National Weather Service is watching that have the potential to become severe, but we are just continuing to watch through the rest of the evening. Yeah, so there are strong thunderstorms, but not necessarily severe yet. One thing that I am going to check, though, now that I'm here on our page, Pearson, this does look like we're starting to see everything lift. So we'll stick with you through 4:30 to make sure that gets lifted, and then we'll do one last check and our touch on our future radar. But I would not be surprised if this Flagler County storm did go severe as well, just because of what we're seeing right here. We'll check on the winds in that in a few seconds. Okay, northern Volusia County, so Lake George area, northern Lake County as well. Yellow Bluff after Bluffton, my goodness, I cannot speak today. In the Pearson area, you are now no longer in a severe thunderstorm warning. That is good news right there. So things are still very, very rough out there, though. We're still seeing a lot of lightning, a lot of heavy rain. So you're not out of the woods yet, but slowly this storm should be making its way down towards Astor and Bluffton through the rest of the evening. Okay, I'm going to take these off. And also, for more weather, we're going to be on the air from 5 to 6, and then actually join us afterwards. We're going to be doing a after show kind of thing. We're going to be starting that very soon. But also, if you have any pictures of the storms from earlier on today, definitely send them to our Weather Watchers email. We're going to be really starting that off in the evening. So if you have any photos from the storms earlier on in the day, definitely send them to me, or look at my profile on the Fox 35 page. You'll be able to find my work email, and you can send that directly to me. However, you will need to watch your email, just for the fact that we do need your consent in order to use your photos. So definitely, if you have any photos from today, let us know out there for sure. All right, making a last check on our National Weather Service chat. Looks like everything's good there. And let me switch back to our Facebook page. Make sure I didn't miss any comments on there. Okay, so now let's take a look at our future radar, because we have a lot more of these storms coming in over the next couple of days. A lot of moisture is going to be swept in through the next couple of days. So let's switch over to our future cast. And the reason why I bring this up is because we are continuing to watch a area of interest. I don't want anybody to panic with this. I'm a very honest person, and especially when it comes to the weather, I don't want to freak anybody out. But we're watching an area of interest. It's a 20% chance over the next 7 days. And what we're going to be watching is moisture coming from the East Coast over the peninsula of Florida with the potential of something forming within the Gulf because we have such warm water over there. So there's the possibility of an area of low pressure that hasn't even formed yet. Going to be bringing in a lot of moisture, amping up our rain chances Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So, Mandy, I see you're writing in that you're looking for Thursday flying out of Orlando. Thursday is actually looking better, but may still see a little bit of delay because, of course, it's Florida. It's the afternoon thunderstorms. Maybe a little bit of a delay, but hopefully nothing too bad. But what we are seeing right now is the potential of something starting to form off the west coast of Florida and then possibly sweeping up towards Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama area. But heavy rain over the next couple of days across central Florida. So heads up for that. As for rain totals, and then we'll actually take a look at the timing of that. Over the next couple of days, here's what we're looking at. Possibly 3 to 5 inches of rain. Some areas may just get lucky and get that 6th inch of rain just because they're stuck in a heavy downpour. But that's what we're going to be focusing in on with waves of heavy rain making their way across the region, which will bring the possibility of flash flooding over the next couple of days. So through the rest of the evening, couple more storms on the way as they make that southerly track. Start of the work week, things look good through the morning, and then once we head through the afternoon, it's just waves of moisture, widespread rain, firing up right in the center of the peninsula, and then making their way westward, and pushing off the west coast as we head through the next couple of days. So that is your Monday. And then taking a look at the next couple of days and kind of going back to Mandy's comment on Facebook. What am I looking for? There we go. Here are our rain chances. So you'll slowly see those rain chances kind of get lower through the next couple of days. And with that, things are going to become a lot more scattered. So Monday, Tuesday, widespread rain. That's why we're calling for impact days for both days. So just make sure you are staying weather aware through the next couple of days for sure. All right, everybody, I'm going to get ready for our 5 o'clock show. Make sure you tune in, and we'll break down the radar much more of what's happening right now, and then also take a look at the tropics and get you ready for the start of the work week coming up at 5. Thanks, everybody, so much, again, for hopping on here. And, again, just thank you. Thank you so much for your time as we continue to track all these storms that pop up here in Central Florida. All right, everybody, tune in at 5, and we'll get you ready for the start of the work week. Have a great night.